Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crypto Scene Investigation, where we have a look at various cryptocurrencies and we ask ourselves, are they going to be worth investing in? Today we'll be looking at globalcare token. Now, if you guys like what I do on this channel, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you do wish to comment, please have a read of that little grey box down below. And we're going to jump into it. This video is going to be a bit different than some of my other videos. I feel like I've said that for almost every video, but we'll be having a look. Alright, so these guys, now I would say that these guys are super fresh. They are not listed on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, okay? They're not listed on either of those. Doesn't mean that it's a bad coin, just means that it's, yeah. So there are some super sussy things about this project. There are some things which are good, which are legit, but there are definitely others which are also quite sussy. So I believe that these two folks are actually Hispanic, probably Spanish, judging by that flag. So we can only find one LinkedIn, and the other one is, you won't be able to see it, but down the bottom here, because it shows up a little example of a link. It literally just takes you to the actual LinkedIn page. Anyway, let's have a look at what we can look at. So in terms of their Telegram, they have 726 members. I can't join the Telegram. Hopefully you guys should know why by now. If you don't know why, I'm going to link a video up in the top right. Great. Next section. Now this is their YouTube. Now, one thing which we're going to do today is we are actually going to have a look at a few of these videos. And I want you guys to actually watch these videos with me because there are some weird things about these videos. There's some weird things. Also, if you guys hear any sort of like weird / strange sounds in the background, please do not pay attention to them because it is raining and there is a bunch of thunder. So yes, let's jump to it. First video is the globalcare token presentation. Now, okay, so here's what I want you guys to focus on during this video, okay? During this video, I want you to focus on the fact that watch his mouth. Listen to the voice and listen to the mouth, okay?
Welcome to globalcare token, the crypto for NGO. A crypto that takes care of people and the future. With us, you can collaborate with a wide network of organizations and help charities while obtaining profitability. Collaborate and participate with us and learn about the projects and actions to which the donations are destined. It is defined as the NGO token, since it aims to be a network that groups together NGO. A network that brings together organizations from various fields, national, international, and local, giving our support to their activities and actions such as homeless people, education rights, children against cancer, nature conservation, access to water, reforestation and CO2 reduction. Cheer up and collaborate with us. globalcare token, we care people, we care future.
Okay, so don't know if you guys notice it. We'll watch another video. Same thing. Same thing. If you haven't noticed it, so watch this lady's mouth in this video. This is what they call the video description.
globalcare token is the crypto of NGOs. The crypto that rewards good actions and our holders. Imagine participating with a crypto that rewards charity actions. With globalcare token, you will discover a way to obtain profitability while helping other people. How is each transaction distributed? A 5% is distributed among the holders. Another 5% goes to donations to charities. Another 1% is for liquidity pool. And lastly, 1% is for marketing and development. How are the tokens going to be burned? The 1% will be burned for every 1,000 holders. Up to 50% of the total supply. What are our objectives? Make direct donations to charities. Grow our project and our headlines. Create a wide network of collaborating NGOs. Definitely consolidate glcare as a reference token in our field. globalcare token. We care people, we care future.
Okay, so don't know if you noticed it, but if you had to listen to both of those voices are not
NGO
natural
token,
voices.
since it aims to be a network that groups together NGOs.
So that is somebody else's voice, but then when you actually have a look at the mouths and the way which they talk, they don't really. So there's things when it comes to the voice called plosives, and then so that's where you say your P's, your B's, your like p p b b b b b, like this whole like kind of sounds, right? But one of the weird things is how when they say their words, they don't actually do that like thing with like their lips where they make the p. Like
a network that brings together organizations from various fields, national, international, and local, giving our support to their activities and actions such as homeless people, education rights, children against cancer, nature conservation.
So never mind, so that was a pretty bad example, but anyway, so you guys sort of saw that sort of jazz. This is another video which they have talking about, you know, like the good things which they're doing. Which it looks like they just sort of took like a bunch of pictures from like different places and websites to be honest. I'm gonna remute that. Oops, it is. Yeah. So yes. Anyway, we'll move on from that. This also talks about how to buy it as well if you want to buy it. I'm not really that interested to be honest. So we'll quit out of all those things. You guys have seen that. So here's what the I guess metrics look like according to BSC Scan. So as you can see, they've got their second top wallet is their dead wallet, which that actually does align, to be honest. So they said that every 1,000 holders, and so you know like 1,300. Look at that, burn, wonderful. And then you've got some other wallets which are pretty high. You've got like an 11%. So generally, when any wallet is over 5%. That's risky for anybody, really. So if it's over 5%, it's dodgy, it's risky. So as you can see, we've got like so everything from 8 and above is potentially risk material, right? So yeah, except for this dead wallet, of course. So that's pretty sussy. It means that, you know, like you could essentially get everything, like you could get wrecked. So let's have a look at what BSC check tells us. So this report was done when they had 1,145 holders, and it was done on the 20th. So it says buy tax and sell tax, so it's about 6%, which actually does line up as well. From what their website does say. So ownership has not been renounced. It says 8% there. It says dev tokens is 18% worth of dev tokens. 18% worth of dev tokens. So I believe that it's probably like one of these 8s and maybe that 11, but that doesn't equal 18. But remember that this was done a few days ago, so it's probably about 19 but by now. So nothing is actually burned or locked according to this. Although technically, because they have actually just gone over 1,000. So when this report was done, it said that that it had 0% in the burn address, but it said that it had 1,000 holders. That is peculiar. Very peculiar. So dev address, 0x28, and that's so 0x28 and 046. So that's one of them. So that's one of the dev addresses. And 046, so that'll be this one here. So 6 plus 4. Yep. So we know that much jazz. In terms of their liquidity, so also you can only really get this in PancakeSwap, and remember we can't actually see any other markets because they're not actually on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. So according to this, so they have around about $6,000 in liquidity, and the market cap is about $494,000, which keep in mind is a very, very, very low market cap. According to the general rules, anything which is under like 100 million is risky to invest in. So when it's under 1 million, well, yes. So here's what Moonarch says, and I'm glad that Moonarch is actually working, because unfortunately, Token Sniff is not working. When it actually comes to this. So I have messaged the owner of Token Sniffer to see what's going on with that jazz. So max supply, we have 1 billion. Non-burn supply is 897 million. So we can see here that 80% of it is unlocked. It says 8.35% belongs to the owner. But potentially what we saw from BSC check is that actually one of them would probably also belong to another dev wallet. At least that would be from my understanding. And then so 10% burn, and then liquidity is 1.15%, which is a part of that transaction fee. Out of that liquidity, 35% of it belongs to the owner, which is a pretty ginormous amount. And this token age is 3 months old. When I had a look for everything which I could find regarding this project, it didn't feel like a 3-month-old project. It felt like a 10-day-old project. But let's have a look at some things. So they say that the same thing has deployed at least 20 other contracts. And then talks about how much the owner holds of the liquidity owner percent is quite a lot. So owner has 9% of non-burnt supply. Set num token sell to add to liquidity. So those aren't that risky, to be honest. But this one here, this one's concerning. Coin token dot set max transaction percent can change limits, honeypot risk. So remember, that means that although we're sitting at about 6% right now, so although we're sitting at about 6%, that means that potentially, because of the way in which this token contract is built, that it has the potential to be able to, they could change it. Like they could say that they can. Actually, sorry. So that's where they can change the fees. Sorry, this one here, they can change limits. That would be how much you can sell at one time, I believe. I might be mistaken though. So yes, that's what I believe that is. But this one also says that it can change the fees, but it says set liquidity fee percent. So that's specifically the fees for the liquidity percent. Which, I mean, I don't think that's that bad, to be honest. Because I mean, like, if like your extra tax is going into a liquidity provider, I mean, that's not bad. Unless, of course, that liquidity provider is this account. Then rest in peace, your money team. Yeah, so it does say honeypot risk. Set transaction fee percent. Yes, this is the one which I was thinking of. Sorry, I got a little bit confused. So this is where they can change the fees. So essentially, there was a short horror story which I heard of a project where people were complaining that they couldn't sell their tokens because, you know, like that. I think that the owners had like paused the contract, and then suddenly they unlocked the contract, but they charged like a 96% sell fee. Which means that if, let's say, you were to sell, like, you probably wouldn't even really get like the money which you were supposed to get anyway. So yes, rest in peace. Also, it says ownable.lock could be used to fake renounce. So although these guys haven't renounced yet, that has the potential to be used as a fake renounce. So according to the Twitter stats, there's nothing. I mean, it says that user has been created since December 11th, but it's weird how we don't have any stats on like the Twitter thing yet. And when I've had a look through their posts as well, yeah, I don't know, man. Like I mean, why would you post this? Yeah, so they post like a YouTube video, Happy Father's Days. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just a bad translation from English, but I mean, essentially, most of the stuff is literally from their website. I don't think that is though. And neither is that, but like, no, that's not from the website either. This is from the website, from the website, from the website, from the website. Must just be a video. But yeah, so that's a bit of thoughts there. In terms of the, in terms of this, it says, so we've had 100% search according to this on the 4th of February, and this was for the last 90 days. So let's have a look at the last 30 days, see if we can get a bit more specific. Nope, we cannot. Great. Let's see. So this is something which I looked up myself. This is ICANN. And as you can see here, the website was created on the 28th of December, and it says that its expiry date is also on the 20th of December this year as well. So just to let you know that sort of jazz, and it's last been updated on the 27th of February. So the website itself, none of these links down here work. None of them, except for this one, the contact us. That's the only link down here which works. These should all work because they actually lead to a website. Yeah, so all of those work. It even links to CoinMarketCap. What? What was the coin called? Global care not even on coin. Yeah. Anyway, so it says charities. We care people. We care future. When I first read We Care Future, I was like, that doesn't make much sense. So talk about NGO, Team Wallet, NGO and projects, market, and then so this talks about the actual burn of the tokens. So they've currently got 1,000 holders, so 10% until reaching the 50%, which then they'll be having 50% burned. This talks about the tokenomics, talking about where the actual 6% goes. So distributed among all holders, distributed among charities. Don't know how they managed to achieve this. Don't know how they managed to achieve this from their token contract. Because like, where would they send it to? I mean, it's literally their own token, and I don't imagine any charity accepts globacare token, aka I don't know the other name for it. Does it have any other name? GCT. Yeah. So I don't know how they get away with that. Like, it might go to like some sort of dev wallet or something. Do not know. Automatic liquidity pool. That's quite interesting, because one thing which I was thinking was, are they saying that their own dev address suddenly is a part of the liquidity pool? Like, is that where the extra like percent is going? So essentially they're getting 4% like already, which sort of goes straight towards them, and then this extra 2% is distributed among holders. So I haven't been able to confirm this neither. So none of these have I been able to confirm, but possibly. So we are going to look at their roadmap. So this is their roadmap. The roadmap is pretty cool. One thing which is a bit of a common thing: first, charity donations, charity donations, charity donations, and charity donations. So in terms of what they're actually wanting to do, I mean, it's kind of good, to be honest. So initiation of social actions, collaboration with social projects, large charity partnerships, CoinGecko listing, CoinMarketCap listing. So we should expect this at some point within Q2 of 2022. So it says first burn, 1,000 trees planted, 1,000 holders. It also says past audit. I haven't seen any audits for these guys neither. So that's another thing. They say that they've passed the audit, but I can't see anything for that. And it's still funky how these things work. They didn't even link to anywhere. Yeah, so it's kind of good. The roadmap is pretty good. Like, it doesn't, I mean, so we can sort of see essentially things which have been done because they're sort of in a darker blue or a darker and bolden blue. So I mean, that's good, I guess. Next thing, so we're going to have a look at their white paper. Their white paper. So this is the white paper, sorry. And then so they talk about some of the breakdowns. They talk about the governance. So the 3% of each token transaction is allocated to a separate fund and regularly distributed among the assigned entities. I don't know if I believe this, and I'll continue showing you why. The holders and T-Team will select the distribution of donations to a varied selection of charities agreed. The team ensures that the charities are transparent and effective in their cause. Yes, so liquidity pool provisioning to reduce excessive volatility. A 1% fee is automatically added to the liquidity pool. Automatic liquidity, yep, so you guys can have a read through that. I'm not going to read through all that jazz. So they talk about security as well. So in summary, globalcare token slows token velocity. Velocity, does that mean what I think it means? The speed of something in a given direction. I think they meant volatility. But anyway, as I say, I don't think that English is their first language. So say, any questions? Email at info@globalcare.org with any questions. We are committed to the transparency and the security of the protocol in its development. Contract developer portfolios available. Information about the available charity wallet. Charity receipts available. Developer tokens are locked for a predetermined time period and will be unlocked according to the... Yeah, anyway. You guys know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to imitate the video thing. So yes, says results are available for the smart contract audit. Where are the results? Can't see them. Proof of burn available. Yes, we have seen the burn, so it's fine, I guess. Next thing. So these are the donations. This is fascinating. So it says tree donation, Q1, so 180 euros, which is interesting because dollars, and then euros. Fascinating, wonder why. And then they had another one on the 11th of March, and then they haven't had another one, which was recently, which was on the 20th, which is Save the Children. Think of the children. Remember those one guys who did that like one project? Was it like Save the Kids or something? Gosh. But yeah, so these guys are legit. Tree Nation. So the donation amounts are not huge. And so this is sort of why it kind of makes me question regarding their actual like donation scheme, right? Because these are full numbers, 300, 400, 180. So how the heck do they manage, like I can't see any smart contracts. I mean, we've got this one here, but that's a liquidity pool. glcare, that must be the name of the actual thing. Is that what it's called? glcare, okay, cool. So at least we know the name of it now. So there is no smart contracts that I can see on here. And if let's say they did have something under their token contract, I mean, like if they would, then they should have essentially had a special. They should have been able to maybe had like an automatic sell thing, which can get sent to these guys straight away. But these are whole numbers we're talking about, team. We're talking about whole numbers. So that means that, from my opinion, they're actually doing this as a manual donation thing. I don't think that this is an automatic donation which is built into the actual contract itself. So as you can see, they've planted 1,000 trees. Beautiful, amazing. I'm glad. You know, your boy's into economological things. I don't actually know if that's even right. Ecological? Yeah, something about ecosystem. Anyway. Thank you for giving water. So this is for the water project. As you can see, very high quality. This is sitting at 100%. So if we want to see it at its best quality, I think that's probably the best quality. Yeah, that or that. So one of those two. So yeah, as you can see, that is wonderful quality. So it's good to know that we can trust in the quality which they provide us. Quality, track your project here, cool. Oh my gosh, I quit out of two of them, whoops. And then so let's have a look at the Save the Children one. Save the Children, so blurry-ish, say United States, cool. Now why is tax ID and date, why is that not blurry? Did somebody forge this? Powered by, okay. And look, why are these not blurry? Did somebody forge this? What? No, nobody could forge things. Okay, so that's a bit blurry. That's a bit blurry. Wait, look, but that's top quality. No, I don't think they've forged anything. I think this is legit. Yeah, let's believe it. So that name right there, JV Herreyes. Please excuse me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. AKA Jose. This is his LinkedIn. He has one connection. Says that he's from Spain. And it says that he is the presidente for something since January 2012, and we know nothing else about him. And so that is the guy's LinkedIn from when you go onto the main page and you see JV right there. And we still don't know Miss Amador, who is the charity manager. So project manager and charity manager. So it's like we barely know anything about this jazz, right? Oh man, how the heck am I exiting out of too many things at the same time? So we come to our favorite part of the show, where we do this. So we essentially try to rate projects out of 100. That number does decrease if I select one of the non-applicable things, and they also get some pretty stars. So let's go through this one here. So this is CSI's work in progress, likely inaccurate project checklist. Functional and clean website / media. Gotta give them like a 3, because the website does exist. The layout's kind of cool. It's just that they've got sort of a few bits of spelling mistakes here. They actually have the video on their main website, which is a good time.
To globalcare token.
Welcome to globalcare token. Yes. Any threatening big boy holders? Not really, but there are some pretty large wallets, so I'm going to give them a 2 for that. There are no bot comments. Couldn't find any, so those guys get a 10 for that. Is the token slash coin distribution fair? So they have a little chart, which is market, team, NGOs, and projects. I mean, if we go based on that, like, that would get probably like a 9. But a part of me, like, from the other things which we've seen, like BSC check 18%, and I mean, like, these big red boys there. I mean, I'm gonna give it like a 4, because we're gonna go based off what we can actually identify and see. Solid roadmap. I actually quite like their roadmap, so I'm gonna give them about a 9 for that. If you guys are wondering what would have probably given them a 10 on their roadmap, number 1, bigger font. Number 2, maybe some ticks next to it, or something like that. Number 3, yeah, I reckon maybe like a bit more. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like I just needed more. If I actually wanted to help them out, they can message me and pay me money, and I can do stuff for them. All right, trusted. Nope, we know nothing. They're not even on CoinMarketCap. So although they are on PancakeSwap, and usually anything which is on PancakeSwap, I give about a 3 for. In this regard, I'm not going to do that. They are, yeah, I don't think that these guys are very good. Is the team doxed with LinkedIn? Barely. You know what? Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh. They do have one LinkedIn, and that's this guy's. But do we trust this? I don't really trust it, to be honest. I'm going to give them a somewhere between a 2 and a 3. Let's give them a 2. Because, I mean, he's only got one connection, dude. Like, if maybe we had 2 members and we could see a bit more, maybe they might get a 3. Team interviews. Nope. Any relevant? Nope. Any? Nope. So, these guys go to 34. That's what happens when you have no paid bot comments and your roadmap looks okay-ish. So yes, otherwise they get a 2-star, 34 out of 100. If you want to think of it a different way, that is 3.4 out of 10. Yes. That's my video, guys. Thanks for watching. Patreon, if you want to join, please consider joining. If you want to request for fan projects, please join my advocate tier. Because yeah, if you just request on my comments, I may not do it. There's a chance that I might. But if you join my advocate tier, then this is where you can get pretty much a guaranteed project that I will do for you. Also, if you like the video, once again, please like and subscribe. And if you do wish to comment, once again, have a read of that little grey box down the bottom. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and that it was insightful. And yeah, much love, team. Stay safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.